Saturday, May 2nd, another beautiful day for some baseball. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the 7 best player props on the entire slate. We're going to build out some plays with those for you guys. Then we're going to talk about exactly who's going to be smashing a home run on Saturday and clearing us out for our home run play. Then we're going to follow that up with the Sportsbook play of the day, where I'm going to tell you exactly who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that right here in this video. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me. We just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
And we just had an absolutely massive Friday, day 1 of May. May 1st has been obliterated. We destroyed the books. But before we get into anything, make sure you're smashing that like button for me. 200 likes on this video if and when we cash that Sportsbook play of the day. One of you that comments below will win $100. All you got to do is like the video and comment below to be in the runnings. And I do this every day, handing out free plays, handing out money. So make sure you're subscribing to the channel so you don't miss a free play drop. This is the best channel on YouTube in sports betting, especially in the MLB right now. We are absolutely on fire. So make sure you're subscribing because I'll be dropping these every day, all day in the MLB season and beyond. So click that subscribe button. But honestly, the most important thing that you can do for yourself, for your wallet, for your bankroll, go down below. Visit my buddy Stan. He's got ways for you to build your bankroll and lock in all of these plays for absolutely free. Now, my buddy Stan, that is down below, is going to send you right on over to the Stan.store. He's down in the description. You click him, you go on over here, and you can get more ways to lock in these plays. And on top of that, more free plays every single day, MLB cheat sheets, MLB home run plays, all the things that you could ever really want, to be honest with you. Over there on Winnable, there's great premium options as well, where we have just destroyed the books once again. May is going to be our biggest month. Get on over to Winnable, join the free plan. There's a free Discord as well. Great community. Now, if you want free premium where you don't have to come out of pocket to me, go download any one of these apps down here that in the welcome bonus department. The one that I highly recommend more than any of them right now, Parlay Market, code FFAPE. You deposit $20, you get a $20 welcome bonus. And on top of that, you get to skip a million-man line. There's a million people waiting to get in on this app. It's over a million now. It's like 1.3. You skip that whole entire line with code FFAPE. And on top of that, you can lock in all of your sportsbook plays in there, like the Sportsbook play of the day at the end of this video. And it's legal in all 50 states, which is absolutely massive. So all you guys living in like California or Texas, somewhere where you can't get a traditional sportsbook like DraftKings and FanDuel, you can get Parlay Market with code FFAPE for all of those free things that we're handing out there. And then on top of that, we have tons of options for the player prop department. And the one I recommend the most, just the best promo, better odds, higher payouts, sleeper, code FFAPE. You get a free $20 when you sign up without even depositing. Then when you do deposit, you get a $100 deposit match. So that'll be absolutely massive for you guys, growing your bankroll in that free 30 days of premium play. So get on over there to sleeper, but really any of these are great options as well. That is just my favorite 2 that we are promoting because they're just, like I said, my favorite too. So make sure you're taking advantage, especially Parlay Market. That app is literally goated. It is just so simple and easy to make money on there. You'll be seeing some slips here in a minute of how we've been absolutely cooking them. But before we get into anything at all, we got to get this out of the way. I'm the most strike channel on YouTube. So gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legally in your jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER United States. This video does contain affiliate links. We may receive a commission for signups made through those links. We do. It's a great way to support the channel, and you guys get all that free stuff like the promos and the deposit matches as well. So it's a great way to build your bankroll, and we hope that you take advantage of that. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes here of the video. Now, what did we do on Friday, the first day of May? Now, I've been telling you guys that April, it went actually phenomenally, but it only gets better. I know a lot of you guys probably don't believe that, but we get more data, more insight, and we can dive further in with relevant information from this season. A lot of April is from the 2025 season. We're in 2026. We get more data now. So we've been absolutely cooking. And the first day of May went swimmingly. We dominated the sports books here. You will see that even more so in a minute. But what did we cash right away here? $200 to $5,000 on this two-man. We had some home run plays in yesterday's video. We took some that I liked that didn't come to fruition, but premium, they got some of my favorite ones. Now, I will admit, William Contreras was my favorite player to have a huge day on Friday. Thought he was going to send one out of the park. He went like 4 for 5, so he definitely did have a huge day, but he did not end up with that home run. But we did have Yandy Diaz, who was one of my other favorites to have a big day. He cashed out for us, and then Byron Buxton hit one over the fence. Like I said, $200 to $5,000. We could stop there and we would be profitable on the day, but we are not anywhere close to done. We did take Yandy straight up. Great odds there, plus 501, 200 to 1,200. Then we had some four-mans absolutely cook for us. We had William Contreras with Garrett Mitchell, Aaron Judge, and Ben Rice. Ben Rice has been phenomenal. I'm so glad that Aaron Boone is letting him play even when the lefties are on the mound, because he's been destroying them all season. And Aaron Boone was sitting them a couple times this year when the lefties were on the mound, and he's finally stopped doing that. Thank the Lord, because that was a huge mistake. Ben Rice is one of the hottest, best young hitters in the game right now, and we absolutely love having him on the New York Yankees. Then we had this four-man. I honestly thought the Braves were going to do a little bit better. Took them a little bit to get cooking here in this one. I'd have to check an update on that game to see who's winning. Now I'm in front of the screen talking to you guys, but they got it done. Ozzie Albies and Ronald Acuna. Matt Olson got a home run there, so we liked them. We didn't take the Braves on the money line or anything like that, so I was just kind of a lean that I thought the Braves would kind of dominate that game pretty early. But the Rockies, I mean, every single game, guys, everybody counts them out, including the sports books, but they got some hitters on that team, putting up 6 runs early in that game. Like I said, I'd have to go check and see who ended up winning that game, but Ozzie and Ronald cashed us out, so that's all we really care about. And then we had Mike Trout and Jorge Soler. I loved Jorge Soler to have a big game as well. Loved his data against the pitcher for the Mets there, and he did end up with a home run. Mike Trout thought he was going to get one too. I don't know if he's done so yet. That game is still active. It's annoying. I live in New York, and there's so many different ways to like watch these games. And I have MLB Pass. I have Gotham Sports to watch the Yankee games. But it's annoying because if you live in New York, you got to buy Gotham Sports to watch the Yankee games. You got to buy MSG to watch the Mets games. And I'm just not a Mets fan, so I'm not going to pay for another app. Gotham Sports got me because I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I watch every single game, so I had to go and get that. And then MLB season pass there got me because I love watching baseball. I shuffle through the games all day, all night. But I'm not going to go ahead and get Gotham Sports just for the New York Mets, especially with how bad they're playing. So anyway, a little story there, but we love these four, smashed them together, $250 for $1,200 on that one. Then we had Soto and Alvarez. We loved Alvarez in this spot as well. Great numbers against the Angels pitcher and Soto. We were big on him today. Then in the White Sox-Padres games, the books favored the Padres. It's another team that the books keep on doubting. The White Sox are good this year. And Munetaka Murakami, the guy that everybody passed up, is destroying the ball. And then we paired him up with Colson Montgomery as well. $250 for $1,900 on that one. And then we weren't done. We're still not done after this one. We got Ozzie Albies with Matt Olson in that one with Juan Soto, Zach Neto, and Mike Trout. We took Zach for 1. I'd have to check and see if he got over 1 now, but he cashed us out for the 1. That's all we took him for. So that's all we care about. $250 for $1,500 on that play. And then the big one. Now I know it's not a 58X, but you can't always get the 58Xs, especially today. So typically this is how premium works, right? The sportsbook plays of the day are either you'll get about 3 to 5 in premium. There are 1 unit plays typically, unless I like really love the play. So we did have a 1.5 unit play on the books today. And the other day we did have a 2.5 unit play. I believe it was yesterday where we had the Phillies. They won. Our 1.5 unit play won today. And then in the player prop department, you'll get typically today I sent out a little bit more than I even wanted to. I sent out, I think, 17 slips. We cashed 6 of them. We only really needed to cash 2 to be profitable, so we were way over it, especially with some of these big ones we hit, like 25x. Like, we're way over the breaking even, as you could say. Profits were immense on Friday, and 17 was just a little bit too high of a number. I'm gonna work that one down on Saturday, get more precise with it, but it absolutely worked. I mean, we had 5 for each slate, so you'll get 5 for the early slates, typically the afternoon games, like the 2 o'clocks, the 3 o'clocks. Because why? I wait for the lineups to come out because I need to know the batting order. I need to know what's going on. I need to work with it. So yesterday in the free pick video, we took Kyle Schwarber in the free pick video. Had we have waited till the lineup dropped, I wouldn't have taken Kyle Schwarber, because baseball is a game of habit, and the manager of the Phillies decided it was a good idea to make Kyle Schwarber the leadoff hitter, which he rarely does. So we would have probably stayed away from him. He did go 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts as well. So we wouldn't have taken Kyle Schwarber yesterday. We would have stayed right away. So in premium, I do have more time than I do with these videos. So we do wait for the lineups to drop. So you'll get, like I'm saying, back to I ramble. This is definitely a video where you're going to want to fast forward, because I'm talking to not only the new guys, but my premium members, so they can just absorb some of this information. So this is what you get. You get the Sportsbook plays 1 unit, like I said, then you'll get about 5 slips in the player props for each slate. So we got the 2 o'clock games, for instance, then it'll be like the 5, 6 o'clock games, and then it'll be the later games. We didn't have much success early in the day. We hit 1 play out of 8, I believe it was, something like that. It wasn't going great. And then the late night, we crushed every single play. And that's how it usually goes. It's usually like 1 slate of games is where we absolutely smack everything. That's where we catch the 58x play. That's where we catch these 25x plays, like the one you're seeing. Here's a 27x payout, 250 to win 6,800. The method works. It's a strategy I have been deploying now for a couple of years, and I'm sharing it with you guys. I shared it last year with you guys, and we just keep fine-tuning it every season. And last year, we weren't taking these big shots at 25x plays. We were just cashing the normal 7 and 8x plays. We'd go like 3 for 6, 3 for 7, and profit every single day over in premium. This year, we're probably going to get shut down. I mean, I don't think they will, because in the background, I'm also losing a couple bets almost on purpose. And then on top of that, we're locking in long shots. They usually don't go after guys doing long shots. They don't think you're sharp if you're doing this, but if you have a strategy that they haven't figured out yet, then you do have an advantage. Like all these sports books, if you've noticed with football, for instance, when you compare the quarterbacks, or when you correlate rather the quarterbacks with the wide receivers, they've limited that now. Like it used to be where you could take a 4-man, for instance, and put the quarterback and wide receiver that you want to go over with another quarterback and wide receiver you wanted to go over, and it would be like a 10, 12x payout because it's a 4-man. It's hard to hit. But now they've realized that strategy. They've realized that if the quarterback's going over, that receiver probably is too, or vice versa. So now the payout's like a 5x, a 4x, and it's really just not profitable because these are volume strategies, but they work, and I wouldn't be doing this if it didn't, and we absolutely love it. Now, another thing in premium is, if you want to win every night, you can't stomach losses. Like we went 7 for 15 here, 7 for 17 here, which was phenomenal, but that's still 10 losses. If you guys mentally can't handle that, then only lock in the sportsbook plays of the days. There's 3 to 5 of those. We typically go, if we have 3, we usually go 3-0. If we have 5, we go 4 for 5, 5 for 5, 3 for 5. We're always profiting in the sportsbook department as well. But I do recommend doing them all to get everything. It's all broken out for you guys over in premium. It's 0.1 unit to 0.25 units on these long shots. Like I am $1,000 better. I've been doing a quarter unit because we've been having so much success. Earlier, we were doing a 0.1 unit. So now we're having so much success. We're so high up in the house money, if you will, that I am now deploying a quarter unit per, and I'll probably end up bumping that up to a half unit very, very soon. So I do like to limit how much units I have on the books. I'm rambling, I know, but I want you guys to just kind of get what is going on in my mind. So you guys, even if you don't want my premium, can start deploying this strategy and trying to pair up the guys that you like and see if it works for you as well. Now, mine is more tested. It's been battle tested. We know what we're doing. So that's what you get in premium. But if you guys wanted to deploy this, that is the gist of it. We take the games where I try to predict who's going to win. I try to predict it's going to be a higher scoring game, and we hammer those overs on the players that we like to take in those games. So there's definitely a strategy to this. We're not just throwing darts at the board. And as you can see, we've been having very much success. I hope that made sense. I'm trying to get it out. It makes sense in my brain. Spitting out the words a little different. That's just neither here nor there. We were just letting you guys know. So let's get back into the recap. Hope you guys can take that grain of that seed of thought there and turn it into profits. Like I said, even if you're not going to get into premium, but this is a play that we do have open. When you saw me looking away a couple minutes ago when we were doing the Stan.store stuff where you could take advantage of those great promos, Jose Ramirez was up. It was the 6th inning, and he swung at one in the dirt and struck out. So hopefully he cashes. This will make us, I think, 8 for 17. So another big cash on the day. A nice, 6x play, 6.4, 250 into 1,500 if Jose Ramirez can get off his bottom. It's funny because before the video, I posted on Winnable a post before this one where I said, we've already had a massive night, but if Juan Soto could just get off his ass, it's going to be huge. And then next thing you know, his next at bat, he got a single, and then he got hit in and cleared out that 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And these were the sportsbook plays for Friday. We had the New York Yankees on the money line for 1.5 units, turning that into $2,300 there on that one. And then we had the Yankees minus 1.5 for a 0.5 unit. I love them to win the game. Thought they'd do it in a big fashion. They did. And we cashed out on that 500 for 581 on that plus money play there. And then we had the Tampa Bay Rays there on the money line. We still have 2 plays open in the sports books, one of which was the free play of the Angels money line. And then the other one was the over 7.5 in the Angels Mets game. We got that one a little bit early, and it was a better payout over on Parlay Market. So that's what we've done on Friday, May 1st. This will be the biggest month of, so far, but this is really when things start to kick into high gear. April, though, everybody in premium will tell you it went phenomenally. Like I said, just last week alone, 58x, 25x, 27x, 14x, 78x. Like, it was just insane what we were doing to start the week, and now it's really going to pick up. It's not like May 1st is just the magic curtain drops, and that's when things start to pan out for us in a higher fashion. It's just the fact that we get more data, and it's typically around May. I think it actually started about last Saturday with that 58x winner, and May will be our biggest month so far. We're going to absolutely crush it. So if you wanted to take advantage, get a month pass, you can sign up with code HOMERUN. You will get 50% off the month pass. Or if you just want to dabble in the weekend and you want to see what we can do, it's 50% off with code HOMERUN on that weekend pass as well. So limited slots there. Are going to open 20 slots for each, so you guys can gobble those up and get on in there. Actually, I already opened up the 20 for the weekend pass with code HOMERUN. Think we sold out of them. Maybe I'll open up a couple more, and we'll see what you guys can get on in there with. But that's what we're doing. That's what we've done. Now let's see what we can do on Saturday for you guys on the free plan and watching this video. So let's get into the plays and let's talk about some baseball. And we're at the 19-minute mark, and I didn't even get to the plays. I know I'm going to get roasted in the comments, but that fast forward button's there for a reason. If you don't want to hear about the strategy that we deploy and how to deploy it, or you don't care about proof that we are winning, this is where you're at, and you fast forward to this spot. So player prop number 1, Jose Caballero here. He's been playing phenomenally. 8 of his last 10, he has cleared this line. Had a great game, hitting a home run in game 1 of this series. Now, we're going to take him here for 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I know it says 0.5 on the screen, but we're taking him for 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And if you wanted to take it straight, it's a nice plus money. Now, he's only done this 4 of his last 10, but he is playing for his spot right now in the starting rotation. He is fighting for Anthony Volpe's position. I am not a Volpe fan at all. I hope Caballero wins it out. I hope they're smart enough to keep him on the field. I know the organization, for whatever reason, likes Volpe, but I just say that to say this. I think he's playing with an extra chip on his shoulder as of late, having some big games. Now, you could take him at 0.5, play it safe, go on ahead. You'll have to wait to the end to see what we actually all the way locked in, but I do love him in this spot. over 1.5. If you wanted to take that on a straight bet on a sports book, go on ahead. That would not be a bad bet for you at all. Now, he is only 1 for 7 with a 167 against Bradish in his career, but Bradish against those righties, man, 8.10 ERA, 422 batting average allowed, 1.8 home runs per 9. I just think coupling his bad spot here in the where he struggles to the righties, Bradish does, and Caballero just fighting and trying to claw his way to stay in the starting order. I think he's going to have a big game in this one. I like the Yankees to win once again. Now, Weathers does kind of worry me on the mound. He's one of the weaker links in the starting rotation on the pitcher side of the things, but he still had some good outings, and the Baltimore Orioles, they'll probably score a little bit more runs in this one, but I do think that the Yankees bats can take us home. So like Jose Caballero over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI, I think he's going to be one of those Yankee bats to take us home. So we're taking him for player prop number 1. Player prop number 2, we are pairing him up with Ben Rice, who has been playing absolutely phenomenal. Him and Aaron Judge have more home runs than some of the teams in the MLB. It's insane. Just a pair of them do. And I think Ben Rice is going to keep it going. He's swinging the bat super well. And I think against Bradish, he's going to have a phenomenal game. Now, as you can see here, he's done this in 6 of his last 10. He's averaging 3 in that 10-game span. He's 67% against the Orioles as well. Just had an absolutely insane game. Really carried the team there on Friday. I like him to do a little bit more of the same for us on Saturday. I think the Yankees are still going to score about 6 to 7 runs in this one. I love the way that their bats are looking as of late. So we're taking Ben Rice to lead the charge here. And he is 3 for 5 against Bradish, batting a 600. He's already got a home run against them, 2 RBIs as well. Now, against the righties, Rice does actually do a little bit. He does a little bit better against the lefties, which is what I was saying earlier in the video. But 310 batting average is still a very, very good batting average in the MLB. Bradish, he does pitch a little bit tougher to those lefties, 2.25 ERA. But I do think Ben Rice could do this with one swing of the bat. If you're too nervous to listen to me, go on ahead and take Aaron Judge. That is a great play as well. But we love Ben Rice to have a game here on Saturday once again. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And next, we are taking Michael Busch. I think the Cubs are going to have another successful outing on Saturday. I think Michael Busch is still breaking through that slump. Somebody commented yesterday, good luck taking Michael Busch during his slump here. Now, as you can see, he was in a little bit of a slump, but it really wasn't that big of a slump. It was only 4 games. He's still done this in 6 of his last 10, averaging 2.5. He just had a huge game on Friday against Arizona, 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Really the lifeline of that offense there on Friday, really led the way. I think he's going to do more of the same here on Saturday. I like him in this spot a lot. Now, you could also take Nico Hoerner. He won't be in the video because he did get banged up on Friday. Just don't want to roll the dice on that one, but I do like Michael Busch a lot. 3 of his last 6 at-bats, he has gotten a hit, batting a 500 against Nelson, 1 RBI as well. Now, against righties, only a 190. Like, he has been struggling. Even some of those green games, he's just really not making good contact. But he looked phenomenal on Friday. I think he's going to carry that on through to Saturday. Against lefties, Nelson does a little bit better than his 7.71 standard ERA, but he's still got a 5.14, which is absolutely atrocious. So we still love that. And that was 1.9 home runs per 9. It's red, but it's still green in my mind. We love Michael Busch here in this spot. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and we love the fact that it's plus money. Now we took Michael Busch to stay hot, to get hot here for us, and now we're getting Saya Suzuki to get it back. Now, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs is what we are taking him for. And when I say get it back, it's because he was a little banged up, came back on Friday here in this spot against Arizona, did not play well, had 0 across the board. I like him to pick up the pace here on Saturday. He's got a nice 2 for 9, 9 at-bats, pretty good data sample there against Nelson, 2 for 9 with a 250 batting average. And he, before today, really though, he's been playing absolutely out of his mind, not doing this in 2 games in a row with that big 0 in 10 games, which we absolutely love for this prop. Like him to have a big bounce back. And Nelson struggles against those right-handers. 10.80 ERA, 2.3 home runs per 9. Wouldn't be mad at you if you took Suzuki for a home run in this spot. Think he's going to have a big game, and we're taking for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And next, we're taking Kevin McGonigal to have a comeback in this one. He's had some bad games in a row here against Atlanta and Texas. Before that, he was 7 of his last 10, averaging a 2.2. We love the fact that Texas won the game on Friday. We think the Tigers are going to have a little bit more to say about that on Saturday in a little bit of a zigzag pattern to get the win. We got Rocker on the mound for the Rangers with a 3.38 ERA, 1-2 on the season. I'm definitely leaning for the Tigers to win this game. I think McGonigal is going to have a big role in that as well. He's got that 348 batting average against those righties, and against lefties, Rocker struggles. 5.14 ERA, 264 batting average allowed, 1.3 home runs per 9. Give us McGonigal, who has had a sensational start to the season, the leadoff man for the Tigers, to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And next, maybe one of our riskier plays in this video. If you wanted to stay away, go on ahead, but I love this one. Colt Keith over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Another plus money play here in this one. Now, like I said, Rocker 1-2, 3.38 ERA. You look at Colt Keith's numbers. He's only done this in 3 of his last 10. He's had some long stretches here where he did not get it done, and he did not play on Friday. Took a little rest day there. I like him to come back on Saturday looking sharp and clearing us out. He did get 2 hits against Atlanta in the Tigers' victory. I do think the Tigers probably win this game. Another big factor in this, 0 for 3. 0 for 3 against Rocker. I do not see him going 0 for 6. I think he's going to get at least 1, maybe 2 hits against Rocker before they go to the bullpen. I think he's going to drive somebody in, maybe McGonigal. Hopefully McGonigal clear us out in one swing. And we love the fact that against righties, he's having a good season. 333 batting average. And those lefties, they absolutely eat up Rocker. 5.14 ERA, 264 batting average allowed, 1.3 home runs per 9. We love Colt Keith in this spot. Should be in the 4-5 slot. Like I said earlier, the lineups aren't released yet, but he typically bats in the 4-5 spot, and we like him to have a big one here for us on Saturday. We're taking Colt Keith over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And going all the way back to that Cubs-Diamondbacks game, we're taking Ademaro Vargas over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and I do not understand why this is plus money at all. He's done it 100% of the time, head-to-head against the Cubs. Imanaga is 2-2 with a 3.15 ERA. He just had a great outing on Friday. 4 hits, 1 RBI. He's got some insane reaching the base streak going as well. I think he's going to keep that going on Saturday. He's like leading the league. It's like him and Nick Kurtz right now that have gotten on base the most in a row. So we love Vargas in this spot to get it done again. Now he's 0 for 2 against Imanga, but I don't think Imanga is a good enough pitcher to make him go 0 for 4, 0 for 5. Definitely don't. Vargas has been dominating, having a very successful season, especially against those lefties. 4.33 batting average. We love that. Imanga against those righties, a 3.18 ERA. I think Vargas is going to knock in some runs here, get an RBI or 2, maybe a pair of hits as well. Like him for a big game in a spot where I do think the Cubs probably dominate this game, and the Diamondbacks have been struggling overall, but Vargas has been one of their bright shining spots. So we're taking Vargas here over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And our favorite player on Saturday for a home run, we're taking Nick Kurtz here. As you can see, the data is phenomenal against Saccone. No home run yet against him, but he's 3 for 7 with a 4.29 batting average. And against lefties, Saccone, 1.7 home runs per 9, 6.32 ERA as well. And then when you drop down the home runs, he has not gotten one in over 5 games. You can make that 6 unless he does something in these later half of the game here on Friday, because they are currently playing. I am currently watching the game, and I do think that he's going to have a nice bounce back. He's currently 0 for 3 there in this spot here on Friday. He is coming up to bat in a moment, but I do think he's going to have a much better game on Saturday. Like him to get a nice bounce back. If he doesn't get on base on Friday, his streak that I was just talking about with Vargas and Kurtz reaching a base in X amount of games will break, but we love him to keep it going. He is also a walk magnet, so we like that as well, but not for the home run prop. But we think Nick Kurtz is going to have great success. Also, For all you weather nuts out there, this is a plus 27% home run advantage with the weather that will be taking place there at game time in Sutter Health Park. They are playing in Oakland. I can't even remember where the Athletics play. They move so much, but the Athletics are playing at home against Cleveland, Sutter Health Park. I think the weather is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be blowing out to left field as well. We definitely love Nick Kurtz in this spot for a home run here on Friday. So this is exactly how we're locking some of these plays in. We got Jose Caballero for just 1 hit run and RBI, Michael Busch for just 1 hit run and RBI, Saya Suzuki over 1.5 hits, runs and RBIs, and Kevin McGonigal over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. This is a 7.4x payout over on Prizepicks. If you don't have it, bet 5, get $55 with code FFAPE. Send proof and get your free 30 days. But honestly, I recommend Sleeper for that one because the promo is so much better. You'll get a free pick to pair with that as well. Something like Shohei Ohtani under 99.5 total bases, something that will absolutely cash. And the payout will be better. It'll be like an 8 or 9x. So get Sleeper, code FF8, free $20, $100 deposit match, and a free 30 days of premium plays. Now, these next plays, they are a little bit riskier. I do absolutely love them, but if you don't want to have to worry about losing your money, go download Better with code FF8, $200 in no sweat entries when you use code FF8. And on top of that, you will also get that free 30 days of premium. Now, here it is in its glory. 34x payout here. We got Saya Suzuki and Michael Busch for 2, Vargas for just 1, Kevin McGonigal for 2, Colt Keith for 1, Ben Rice for 2, Jose Caballero for 1, and then Nick Kurtz for 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. That's our free 8-man banger for you guys. Going to try to cash you guys out for a 34x payout on that one. And then these are our 3 favorite players to hit a home run here on Saturday. We got Saya Suzuki, Nick Kurtz, and then Nathaniel Lau, who is an absolute stud for the Cincinnati Reds. He keeps on getting home runs whenever we take him or even when we don't there. So we like him. Excuse me. We like him in this spot. So we're going to go ahead and grab him there and add him to the play for a absolutely massive payout on this one. And we love all those. Make sure you play them straight as well. And for more home run plays for free, home run cheat sheets, MLB cheat sheets, get on over to Winnable to find out our other great choices for the home run department there in the MLB on Saturday. Now, if you want to lock in this sportsbook play of the day, you have tons of options. You might live in a state with tons of options, but the one where it's legal in all 50 states, the payout will also be better. Code FFAPE on Parlay Market. Free $20 when you sign up and deposit $20. Lock in the play. Take a screenshot of you using code FFAPE and get that free 30 days of premium. There's over 1 million. This has actually grown since I've screenshotted this. 1.1 was what it was. Now it's up to like 1.3 million people waiting in line. You skip the whole entire line with code FFAPE. And this is our sportsbook play of the day. If this one cashes, you will win $100 if you get 200 likes on this video and you are selected. So make sure you're commenting below as well. We like the Cubs in this spot. We've already talked about some of the players that we took against the Diamondbacks in this one. And I just think with Imanga on the mound, he's going to be able to do just enough. The Arizona Diamondbacks are also playing some pretty poor baseball. I like them to keep on playing poorly. I like the Cubs bats to be absolutely scorching hot here on Saturday. We got Imanga on the mound for the Cubs. He's 2-2 with a 3.15 ERA. And then Nelson, who has struggled, 7.71 ERA, 6 home runs given up, 1-2 record. Give us the Cubs at home, who are 12-5 at home, and the Diamondbacks are 7-9 away as well. We think the Cubs are going to dominate this one, so we're taking them right there on the money line. And that's all we got for you guys on Saturday. Thank you guys so much for all of your time. I hope you cash all your bets, even if you didn't get it from me. I hope at the very least you learned a little bit of something from watching this, and we'll keep on diving into the plays each and every day for you guys. So I'll see you in the next free play video for Sunday.